Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could change the course of your financial future forever. A small, seemingly ordinary Washington quarter, minted in 1993 at the Denver Mint, now carries a staggering market value of $976,000. Yes, nearly $1 million, resting quietly in your collection or perhaps waiting to be discovered in a dusty drawer somewhere. What if I told you that this very coin, often overlooked by the casual collector, has become the crown jewel for serious investors and rare coin enthusiasts across the United States? The excitement is palpable because opportunities like this don't knock twice. They appear once, and if you hesitate, someone else claims the treasure. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, could a single coin hold the key to a lifestyle you've always dreamed of? Financial freedom, luxury, and the security that comes with knowing you've invested wisely? Now, before you dismiss this as another too good to be true story, let me reveal why the 1993 Washington quarter is unlike any other coin you've ever seen, and why collectors are in a heated race to secure theirs. You might be wondering, it's just a quarter, right? How could it possibly be worth nearly $1 million? Well, here's where the story gets fascinating. This isn't just any quarter. It carries a rare minting error that has made it one of the most coveted coins in the entire United States. Picture this, a coin, once thought common, suddenly skyrocketing in value because of a tiny flaw. It's the coin world's equivalent of finding a diamond in your backyard. And yes, while the ordinary Washington quarters circulate unnoticed in pockets and coin jars, this one has become the holy grail of numismatics. Let's travel back to 1993. The Denver Mint was buzzing with production, churning out millions of coins, destined for everyday transactions. But in the vast sea of metal, a rare few bore a minting anomaly that would make them stand out decades later. These coins remained hidden, unnoticed, often tucked away in collections, drawers, and forgotten boxes. Fast forward to today, that very anomaly has transformed them into priceless treasures. Imagine the thrill of discovering one in your collection, realizing that you are holding not just currency, but history, artistry, and wealth in the palm of your hand. Serious collectors are willing to pay handsomely, competing fiercely to claim these pieces before they disappear from the market. The current market value? $976,000. And let me tell you, the demand is insatiable. People aren't just buying coins, they're securing a legacy, an asset that could redefine their financial future. And now, before you start searching your couch cushions, here's a fun thought. Did you know there's a chance you may already own this coin and have no idea? Shocking, isn't it? But that's the beauty and urgency of rare coin collecting. Timing is everything. Miss this opportunity, and you could be watching someone else turn your potential treasure into a life-changing fortune. And here's a quick question to reset your brain. If you found a coin worth nearly $1 million in your pocket today, would you scream, cry, or quietly hide it in a safe? Be honest. I'd probably do all three. But jokes aside, the truth is serious collectors are hunting these coins with laser focus. The moment you decide to act or hesitate could make all the difference. So, how do you position yourself to take advantage of this incredible opportunity? First, recognize the value and rarity of the 1993 Washington quarter. Understand that in the rare coin market, patience and knowledge create fortune. Connect with trusted numismatic experts, authenticate your coins, and never underestimate the power of timing. Every moment you wait, the competition grows, and the value of these coins continues to rise. But here's the cliffhanger that keeps the adrenaline pumping. This isn't the only coin silently waiting to transform someone's life. The 1993 quarter is a reminder that hidden wealth exists in the most ordinary objects. Every drawer, every jar, every forgotten collection could be the key to your next financial breakthrough. The question is, will you be the one to discover it, or will you let someone else seize this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity? Remember, this isn't just about money, it's about legacy, security, and the thrill of owning something truly extraordinary. The 1993 Washington quarter is more than a coin. It's a ticket to a new reality, one where rare treasures create unimaginable opportunities. Act wisely, act quickly, and you could be the next person holding a piece of history that's worth nearly $1 million in your hand. Imagine holding in your hand a coin that could instantly change your financial destiny, a coin that most people walk past every day without realizing its hidden fortune. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the 2021 Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar. On the surface, it looks like any ordinary quarter you might find jingling in your pocket, yet in the right hands, its value has skyrocketed to an astonishing $986,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, nearly $1 million for a coin that is, for most, just pocket change now. Before you dismiss this as another rare coin hype, let me ask you this: how many times have you ignored something right under your nose, only to later discover it was worth a small fortune? It happens every day. And the truth is, in the world of rare coins, timing and knowledge are everything. Miss the right moment, and you could be leaving hundreds of thousands or even millions on the table. But what makes this coin so extraordinarily valuable? That's what we're about to uncover. And I promise, by the end of this video, you might never look at your change the same way again. The 2021 D-Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar isn't just rare, it's a phenomenon. Minted under conditions that collectors dream of, every aspect of this coin screams scarcity. The D-Mark, representing the Denver Mint, was issued in such limited quantities with subtle yet unmistakable features that experts immediately recognized its potential for historic value. Most collectors and everyday coin holders have no idea what they're sitting on, and that's where the opportunity lies. Picture this: thousands of quarters flood circulation every day, yet only a handful carry the precise characteristics that make the 2021 D-Mint Mark so coveted. And here's the twist: many of these coins are still tucked away in drawers, forgotten piggy banks, and dusty coin collections. Could your old coin jar hold the key to nearly $1 million windfall? The very thought should make your heart race a little faster. Surely, a coin minted just a few years ago can't be worth that much. And that's exactly why this opportunity exists. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent years, fueled by collectors, investors, and even institutions who recognize the tangible wealth these coins represent. And here's the kicker: while you're watching, someone else could be making the discovery that turns a simple quarter into a life-changing asset. Let's pause for a moment. Have you ever laughed at finding coins in your couch cushions, only to realize later it was the jackpot hiding in plain sight? That's exactly the kind of moment this coin creates, a blend of disbelief and excitement that can only be felt in the rarest of collecting worlds. It means the clock is ticking. Coins like the 2021 D-Mint Mark Washington quarter dollar don't stay hidden forever. Every day that passes, more collectors uncover the value, more investors enter the market, and the window to secure this level of wealth narrows. Waiting too long isn't just hesitation, it's lost opportunity. If you already own one, or even suspect you might, you are in a position most people can only dream of. This isn't just about owning a coin, it's about recognizing the extraordinary potential in the ordinary, seizing opportunity where others see nothing, and stepping into a legacy of wealth that begins with a single, seemingly humble coin. And before we wrap up, let me leave you with this cliffhanger: experts believe that within the next few years, the market value of these coins could soar well beyond today's nearly $1 million mark. So, the question isn't whether this coin is valuable, it's whether you're ready to claim what could rightfully be yours. Remember, fortune favors the bold, and in the world of rare coins, knowledge isn't just power, it's prosperity. So, keep searching, keep questioning, and above all, don't overlook what might already be in your hands. Because sometimes, the smallest objects hold the biggest secrets. The screen fades in with a slow, cinematic pan over a collection of gleaming coins, the camera lingering on one in particular, the 1980 Mint Mark Washington quarter. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand. A deep, authoritative voice begins. But what if I told you this small, seemingly ordinary coin could transform your life, potentially into the realm of nearly $1 million? Your heart skips a beat as the words hang in the air. Millions of collectors, investors, and coin enthusiasts are hunting for treasures just like this, and you could be one of the few who hold the key. This isn't just any quarter. The 1980 Mint Mark Washington quarter carries with it a story of rarity, scarcity, and potential wealth that most people overlook. You might look at it and see a small silver circle with George Washington's profile, but those who understand the market see an opportunity that's commanding attention worldwide. The excitement is real, because this coin is highly sought after, a shining gem in the universe of collectible coins. And here's where it gets thrilling: while most coins from 1980 are common, a carefully preserved, rare mint mark example can command jaw-dropping prices up to $985,000 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million, just for one coin. Pause for a moment. Let that sink in. Have you ever wondered why some collectors sleep with rare coins under their pillows while the rest of us pass them by? It's not just nostalgia, it's the fear of missing out, the thrill of owning something so scarce it almost feels untouchable. And that's exactly the emotion driving the meteoric rise in demand for coins like this. Every passing day, more investors and wealthy collectors enter the market, making it harder to find coins in pristine condition. And here's a little secret: there's a pattern to the frenzy. Rare mint marks, uncirculated condition, and the perfect provenance can turn an overlooked piece of metal into a fortune overnight. Now, imagine you're holding this coin. Feel the weight, the craftsmanship, the history etched into every line. Funny thought, most people treat quarters as coffee money, yet some are quietly sitting on fortunes. Isn't it wild to think the spare change in your drawer could be worth more than a luxury car? That's why collectors are constantly scanning coin shops, estate sales, and even family drawers, hunting for that elusive 1980p mint Mark Washington quarter. Every coin tells a story, but some tell a story that pays literally like nothing else. As we dive deeper, consider this: the market for rare coins isn't just about value, it's about timing. Wealthy buyers are actively seeking these coins, often paying top dollar to secure them before someone else does. And here's the cliffhanger that makes your heart race: what if the coin you've had for years is exactly what these collectors are desperately trying to find right now? Could the quarter sitting in your drawer be the million-dollar ticket you never realized you had? That possibility alone creates an urgency that collectors feel in every fiber of their being. But here's the thing: this isn't about luck, it's about knowledge. Understanding what makes this coin extraordinary sets it apart from the thousands of quarters minted in 1980. The P mint mark, coupled with pristine condition, rare die variations, and market demand, creates a perfect storm. You don't just own a coin, you hold a piece of history that could deliver life-changing wealth. And the excitement isn't just theoretical, it's tangible. Every auction, every private sale, every whisper in the collector's world reinforces the reality: these coins are scarce, they are valuable, and they are highly coveted. And as we approach the end, let me leave you with this thought: opportunity doesn't knock twice. Rare coins like the 1980p mint Mark Washington quarter are vanishing from circulation, appearing only in select collections or estate sales. The question isn't if someone will cash in, they will. The question is, will it be you? The thrill, the urgency, the fear of missing out, it's all part of a world where a quarter is more than money. It's a golden chance, a story of history, rarity, and immense wealth waiting to be claimed. So, the next time you glance at that ordinary-looking quarter, remember, sometimes, the most unassuming treasures carry the power to transform lives. And perhaps, just perhaps, your million-dollar moment is closer than you think. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that could instantly change your life. One small, seemingly ordinary quarter that the world has overlooked, until now. The 1984 D mint Mark Washington quarter is not just a piece of currency, it is a hidden treasure waiting to be claimed. Many Americans have stacks of quarters tucked away in drawers, garages, or forgotten coin jars. What if I told you that among these everyday coins, there lies a quarter that could be worth nearly $1 million? Yes, $965,000 to be precise. This isn't a story from a treasure hunt or a Hollywood script, it's real, and it's happening right here in the United States. Now, before you start frantically checking your couch cushions, take a deep breath. This coin is rare, extremely rare, but in high demand among collectors who are willing to pay life-changing sums for it. Think about that for a second: one small coin, one moment of discovery, could catapult you into a level of wealth many only dream of. But the question is, do you recognize it when you see it? Or will it slip through your fingers like sand in an hourglass? Let's pause for a second. Have you ever wondered why some coins are worth millions while others remain just money in your pocket? It's not luck. It's history, precision, and sometimes, error. The 1984 D mint Mark quarter carries a story that collectors can't resist. It was minted in Denver, and while millions of these quarters were produced, only a tiny fraction escaped with the specific qualities that make this coin extraordinary. The shine, the strike, the subtle imperfections, these details can skyrocket its value beyond imagination. And here's where it gets exciting: every day, coins like this enter the market, sometimes in estate sales, sometimes in forgotten collections, sometimes literally in circulation. Imagine the adrenaline of uncovering such a treasure hidden among ordinary quarters. The fear of missing out, the thrill of discovery, it's why collectors chase these coins relentlessly. Picture this: a simple act of looking through your coins, and suddenly, your life could change forever. And if you're thinking, it can't happen to me, remember, someone, somewhere, probably thought the same thing last week, until they held a quarter worth nearly $1 million in their hand. This coin's value isn't static. The market is moving fast. Demand is growing. People are willing to pay astronomical prices for the right coin. It's not just an investment, it's a ticket into an exclusive world of wealth, history, and prestige. And while I'm telling you this, others are already acting, scanning, seeking, and securing their fortunes. So what does this mean for you? It means opportunity is knocking, but only for those who act. The 1984 D Mint Mark Washington quarter is more than a coin, it's a rare gateway to financial freedom, a symbol of foresight, and a prized artifact in the collector's world. Can you imagine the envy of collectors if you held this coin? Or the thrill of listing it and watching offers climb into six figures, even seven? Here's the most important thing to remember: the clock is ticking. Coins of this rarity don't wait around. They are sold, traded, and treasured within hours of discovery. And while you're thinking, maybe tomorrow, someone else is already making history. The decision to act or not could be the difference between holding a historic treasure and watching it vanish into someone else's collection. But there's one more secret about the 1984 D Mint Mark Washington quarter that few people know, something that could dramatically increase its value beyond what we've discussed. And it's hidden in plain sight, right under the noses of everyday Americans. Stick around, because this final revelation could be the key to unlocking the full potential of your coin collection, and it's more exciting than you could ever imagine. If you want, I can also write the second half of the script, the 5-minute suspenseful continuation, where the hidden secret about the coin is revealed, along with tips for verifying authenticity, maximizing its market value, and a masterful cliffhanger ending that drives engagement. This would turn your video into a full, irresistible 10-minute story. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history so rare, so incredibly valuable, that it could change the trajectory of your financial future in an instant. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most coveted treasures in the American coin world, the 1966 No Mint Mark Washington quarter. Yes, the very quarter that, at first glance, may seem ordinary, but in the hands of a seasoned collector, can command astonishing sums, currently valued at a staggering $974,000. Now, before you dismiss it as just another old coin, let me ask you, how often does an everyday object, something you might find tucked away in a drawer, hold the power to transform your life? In the mid-1960s, the United States was transitioning from silver to clad coinage, and mint marks were a key identifier of rarity. But the 1966 Washington quarter stands apart, strikingly beautiful, meticulously crafted, and without a mint mark, making it exceptionally rare. The absence of that tiny letter is what turns an ordinary coin into a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for collectors and investors alike. Think about it: how many people walk past a coin thinking it's common, not realizing it could be worth nearly $1 million? That's the thrill of coin collecting, the excitement of discovery, and the fear of missing out. Picture this: you're cleaning out an old box of coins you inherited from your grandfather. Among the dimes, nickels, and pennies, you notice a silver quarter that looks slightly different. Could it really be the legendary 1966 No Mint Mark? The heart races, palms sweat, and suddenly, the mundane becomes extraordinary. And here's the twist: you're not alone in this pursuit. Collectors across the country are hunting, bidding, and competing for this very coin. Its scarcity has ignited a frenzy, making it a highly sought-after asset that commands respect and admiration in the numismatic community. Now, let's pause for a moment. Imagine missing this. A coin lying unnoticed, while someone else snatches up a fortune. It's not just about the money, it's about legacy. Owning a 1966 No Mint Mark Washington quarter isn't merely a purchase, it's joining a lineage of elite collectors, a mark of distinction. And if you think you've seen it all, think again. The history behind this coin is rich with stories of collectors who discovered their fortunes in the unlikeliest of places: attics, old jars, forgotten drawers. Could one of these stories be yours? Humor me for a second. How often do you hear someone say, "I just found a coin worth nearly $1 million"? Rarely, right? That's because the market for coins like this isn't for the casual observer, it's for the discerning few who recognize true value when they see it. And here's the secret: the window of opportunity is closing. Every day, more collectors enter the market, competition grows, and the few remaining 1966 No Mint Mark quarters are snapped up with lightning speed. Hesitation could cost you dearly, but what makes this coin truly remarkable isn't just its rarity, it's the story it carries. From the hands of the mint in the 1960s to the collectors who cherish it today, this quarter has traversed decades, quietly appreciating in value while the world rushed past. Imagine the satisfaction of holding a piece of history that few will ever see, knowing its worth could surpass even your wildest dreams. It's not just an investment, it's an experience, a legacy, and a statement of sophistication. And just when you think you've grasped the full picture, consider this: experts predict that coins like the 1966 no-mint Mark Washington quarter are only going to grow in demand. Scarcity combined with an ever-increasing collector base makes its market value a living testament. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare, so coveted, that collectors and investors alike are willing to pay hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars to own it. Today, we're uncovering the secrets behind the 1981 mint Mark Washington quarter, a coin that has quietly captured the attention of the world's wealthiest coin enthusiasts. You might think a 1981 quarter is just a simple relic from the past, something you could find at the bottom of your drawer, but think again. What if I told you that the exact coin minted in Philadelphia that year could be worth an astonishing $954,000 today? Yes, nearly $1 million for a coin you may have overlooked decades ago. Intrigued? You should be. Let's take a journey back to 1981, a time when the United States was experiencing dramatic shifts in culture, economy, and art. Amid this backdrop, the Washington quarter continued its legacy, but a tiny detail, the mint mark, set certain coins apart, creating what collectors call a golden opportunity. But here's the catch: only a handful of these coins exist in pristine, top-tier condition, and that rarity is what fuels their staggering value. Now, imagine sifting through your old coin collection and realizing that you've been sitting on a potential fortune all these years. Exciting? Absolutely. But it also comes with a hint of urgency, because treasures like this don't stay hidden for long, and the market for rare coins is hotter than ever now. I know what you're thinking: a quarter? Really? But let me pause for a second and ask, have you ever underestimated something, only to be completely blown away by its true value? That's exactly what happens when people discover the 1981 Washington quarter. Humor me for a moment: if a coin could whisper, it would probably say, "I've been waiting for you." And here's the truth: the moment you dismiss this coin as just another quarter, someone else sees the opportunity and acts on it. Scarcity drives desire, and desire drives wealth. Collectors and investors are chasing this coin with an intensity that borders on obsession. Auctions have seen these quarters fetch prices that defy logic, yet in the world of rare coin collecting, logic takes a backseat to demand. The thrill of owning something so rare, so unattainable, creates a powerful emotional surge: fear of missing out, excitement of discovery, and the adrenaline rush of securing a fortune that could transform your life overnight. Picture the envy of others when you reveal that a coin in your possession is worth nearly $1 million. It's not just money, it's status, legacy, and history. But here's the part that will truly keep you on the edge of your seat: the market for these quarters isn't static. Every day, collectors are hunting, investing, and bidding. The value doesn't just sit there, it climbs, it fluctuates, it reacts to every whisper of demand. That means timing is everything. Hold too long, and you might watch opportunities slip by. Act too soon, and you could leave potential untapped. The 1981 mint Mark Washington quarter is a living, breathing asset that rewards those who understand its rarity, appreciate its history, and recognize its future potential. As we draw closer to the end of this journey, think about the moment when you could be the one holding this coin, knowing that in your hands lies a piece of history worth nearly $1 million. Can you feel the weight of it? Not just the physical weight, but the weight of possibility? The decision to act isn't just financial, it's a moment that could define your place among collectors and investors. And here's a little secret: while many walk past opportunities, the few who seize them write their own story of wealth, prestige, and legacy. So, the question remains: will this coin remain hidden in someone else's collection, or could it be yours? The answer may surprise you, but one thing is certain: coins like the 1981 mint Mark Washington quarter don't wait. They don't linger. They reward those who recognize their brilliance and take decisive action. And now, as we leave you with that tantalizing possibility, imagine the thrill of discovering that fortune has been quietly waiting for you all along. The clock is ticking, and history is calling. Are you ready to answer? If you want, I can also craft a version with perfectly timed pattern interrupts, humor, and cliffhangers designed to maximize retention for a full 10-minute faceless video, so that every viewer stays glued until the very last second. The moment you hold a coin in your hand, you're holding a piece of history, literally. But what if I told you that among the millions of quarters minted in the United States, there exists a single coin from 1965, with no mint mark, that could change the course of your financial destiny? Imagine discovering that a coin you might have overlooked in your collection or even in a dusty drawer at home could be worth nearly $1 million today. Yes, $965,000. It sounds like something from a dream, but for the lucky few who know its secret, this Washington quarter is no fantasy, it's reality waiting to be claimed. Let's rewind for a moment. In 1965, the U.S. Mint introduced quarters with a stunning new design, but, for collectors, the absence of a mint mark on certain coins became the very thing that makes them incredibly rare today. Now, you might be thinking, it's just a quarter, how can it be worth that much? And that's exactly the trap most people fall into, underestimating the extraordinary while staring right at it. Here's where the excitement begins. This quarter is not only scarce, but it's in a class of its own because it defies what most collectors expect. Imagine the thrill of realizing that your ordinary-looking coin could suddenly make you part of a very exclusive club, the kind of club where six-figure deals are made with a handshake and a nod. Are there really people who pay nearly $1 million for a single coin? The answer is yes, and they do it because the market has spoken. Demand for this 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter is sky-high. Serious collectors are actively hunting, checking every box, every drawer, every forgotten coin jar, looking for this exact piece. And here's the kicker, you don't want to be the one who hesitates while someone else seizes an opportunity that could change their life forever. Imagine the fear of looking back and realizing your coin was worth $965,000 while it sat untouched. But don't worry, that's why you're watching this video, to understand exactly what makes this coin so valuable, and how the timing of your move could be the difference between fortune and regret. Let's take a closer look at what makes it so remarkable. The 1965 quarter, when found without a mint mark, is not just rare, it's a symbol of a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. Collectors call it the holy grail of quarters from that era, and the reason is simple: scarcity combined with impeccable condition equals enormous value. But here's a little twist, many people don't even know they have one. Funny enough, it's often the quarters that look most ordinary, the ones lying around in your couch cushions, that hide the true treasures. Who knew your couch could be a vault of fortune? Every day that passes, more collectors are entering the market, more coins are being discovered, and the demand is intensifying. This is why timing is everything. The moment you hesitate, someone else might scoop up a coin just like yours. Imagine hearing a story about someone selling a 1965 no-mint mark quarter for nearly $1 million while you wondered if you had the same coin all along. That thrill, the excitement, the tension, the possibility, is exactly what drives this market. And here's a question to reset your thinking for a second: would you rather hear about these $1 million coins from a distance, or be the one holding it in your hand, knowing you have something truly extraordinary? Before we go further, let's pause for a second to marvel at this. This is not just a coin, it's a piece of American heritage, a conversation starter, a tangible link to history. And while others see just a coin, collectors see opportunity, excitement, and wealth beyond imagination. Now, here's where the story deepens. There are subtle details that separate a regular 1965 quarter from the no-mint mark masterpiece. The edge, the sheen, the exact strike pattern, these are the details experts scrutinize. But even if you're not a numismatist, the thrill is undeniable, knowing that one small object can hold such staggering potential. And here's the cliffhanger: later in this video, I'll reveal how you can spot one of these quarters yourself, and it could be sitting closer than you think. Imagine walking into an appraisal, presenting your coin, and watching as the expert's eyes widen. That moment, the anticipation, the disbelief, the realization that you might be holding a fortune, this is what makes the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter legendary. But it's not just about the money, it's about the empowerment, the knowledge that you hold something truly rare. The thrill of discovery, the excitement of being part of an elite circle of collectors, the sheer satisfaction of seeing history in your palm, it's intoxicating. And as demand continues to surge, this coin is becoming more than just valuable, it's coveted, sought after, and unforgettable. Keep searching, keep checking, and remember this: opportunity rarely knocks twice. Coins like the 1965 no-mint mark Washington quarter are disappearing fast, and every day that passes is another chance someone else may claim what could. The world of rare coins is filled with hidden fortunes, treasures quietly waiting in drawers, jars, and old coin collections. But what if I told you that among the millions of coins minted in the United States, one coin from 1987, a Washington quarter with a P mint mark, has the potential to transform a simple collection into a life-changing fortune? That's right, today, we're diving deep into a coin that isn't just rare, it's a game changer, a coin currently valued at a staggering $954,000. Imagine holding in your hands a piece of history that could redefine your financial destiny. The story of this quarter begins like so many others, quietly minted, released into circulation, perhaps exchanged for a pack of gum, a cup of coffee, or simply saved in a dusty drawer. Yet, unlike the countless quarters that circulate every day, this one possesses a unique anomaly, a twist of fate that has made it highly coveted among collectors. It's the kind of coin that, if discovered, can ignite a wave of excitement and disbelief. And yes, you might be sitting there thinking, could this really be in my possession? Let that question linger for a moment. It's the spark that makes collectors' heartbeats race. Now, here's where it gets even more intriguing. This isn't just about rarity, it's about timing and demand. The 1987 P Washington quarter has surged in popularity in recent years, fueled by a growing market of serious collectors and investors seeking to secure assets that are as tangible as they are valuable. Picture this, a single coin, minted decades ago, quietly appreciating to nearly $1 million. And the clock is ticking, because as more collectors discover its rarity, its value climbs even higher. The fear of missing out isn't just a marketing trick, it's real, and in the world of rare coins, hesitation can mean millions lost. But let's pause for a moment. Imagine reaching for your morning coffee and finding a 1987 P quarter glinting from the bottom of your change jar. Could you resist the thrill of knowing that in your hand rests a coin that has captivated experts and collectors alike? That instant mix of disbelief and excitement is exactly why this coin is so highly sought after. And here's a little secret most people overlook: it's not just about the mint mark. The story of its creation, the anomalies that make it unique, the subtle marks and characteristics invisible to the untrained eye, all of these elements combine to create a masterpiece of numismatic value. As we explore further, let's talk about market trends. The demand for this coin isn't slowing, it's accelerating. Wealthy collectors across the country are competing to acquire it, creating a market where scarcity and desire collide. You see, when a coin reaches this level of exclusivity, it becomes more than currency, it becomes a symbol of status, a testament to knowledge, foresight, and timing. It's the kind of acquisition that inspires awe in coin enthusiasts and envy in those who miss the opportunity. And just when you think it can't get any more exciting, the question arises: how did a coin so common in circulation gain such extraordinary value? That's where the intrigue deepens, and the answers reveal a fascinating journey through history, minting quirks, and market dynamics. And here's a pattern. Interrupt for a moment. Have you ever thought that a coin you tossed into a fountain as a child could be worth nearly $1 million today? It's absurd, almost humorous, but that's precisely the thrill of collecting rare coins. Every quarter has a story, every scratch or mark a potential treasure map leading to unimaginable wealth. But let's not forget the urgency. Each day, new collectors enter the market, new coins are discovered, and the window to act narrows. A coin of this caliber doesn't linger in collections for long, it changes hands quickly, often under discreet circumstances, quietly reshaping the lives of those who recognize its potential before the rest of the world catches on. And just when you think you've seen it all, consider this: the value of a coin like this isn't static. Economic shifts, collector trends, and rare finds all converge to push its worth higher, making patience, knowledge, and action the keys to success. Why now, you might be wondering, could this coin be sitting in your possession right now, hiding in plain sight? That's the cliffhanger that keeps collectors awake at night, the tantalizing possibility that an ordinary coin could suddenly unlock extraordinary wealth. It's more than a coin, it's a symbol of opportunity, a chance to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary. And as we conclude, remember this: in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the observant, the informed, and the bold. The 1987 P Washington quarter isn't just a coin, it's a calling, an invitation to step into a world where history, scarcity, and financial freedom intersect. So, ask yourself, are you ready to uncover hidden treasures, to seize opportunities that could define your legacy? Because for those who act wisely, the rewards are nothing short of extraordinary. And who knows, one day, the coin that changes your life could be just a glance away, waiting for the moment you recognize its true value. If you want, I can also create a second version optimized for pacing and visuals, with timed cues for images, graphics, and subtle sound effects to make the faceless video truly cinematic and keep viewers glued for the full 10 minutes.